Hey guys, it's Michael Todd and Hey guys, it's Michael Todd and welcome to the Cult of Vintage. Today we are back at Plains Antique Mall in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. There's something really special. I'm hoping it's still here. I wasn't able to get it the last time. I love this place. It's full of everything good and great and amazing. Praying it's still here. I actually have, hold on, oh, there's my hand. Oops. See that? That's a gift certificate. Thanks, Mom. I said this place would get a gift certificate. People be beeping around here all the time. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, here we go. The first thing that did catch my eye was this Chianti bottle. It was massive. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish all lined in a row. I mean, it was massive. That's a lot of Chianti. And here it is, you guys. This is the item that I came back for. Yes, it is the Noma strung lights. These obviously do have the pixies or elves. They are the light covers. I am super excited that they were still here. Truth be told, I had actually filmed it the last time I was here and cut it out because I didn't want anybody to see it. I was shady. I did. So very excited to have those. Probably I may end up stringing those and keeping those up year round, not gonna lie. So here we do have a little box of Christmas, a little assorted Christmas, another box here. There were some cute pieces in it, but not enough that really warranted me wanting to pick it all up. Something to remember while we are going through the video is this was originally shot the 22nd of December. So, you know, there were 3 days, 2 days, three, Michael, math, 3 days before Christmas. So we are going to see a lot of Christmas decor still in here. One thing that I did see was the tiny little ceramic Christmas tree here. It was all one piece. It was only $12 and I originally was going to pick it up. I did circle back around and inspect it a little bit closer, and there was unfortunately some pretty substantial chipping on it. So I did leave that behind. Talk about a sale. This is 60% off. You guys, I absolutely love this vendor's booth. There is some beautiful, look at that green stretched wedding bowl back there in the back with the carnival effect to it. Absolutely beautiful. You know, here's the thing. It obviously is a more refined collection. You know, here we have some beautiful Murano glass. And even though there was a sale on it, which made it extraordinarily fair for collectors as a reseller, I wasn't comfortable at some of the price points. And that's not to say, again, that those weren't fantastic deals for a collector, because they were. But just not where I would necessarily need it to be as a reseller. And again, keep in mind, it is Plains Antiques and Home Furnishings. So you will find a lot of larger items throughout the store, not only downstairs, but also upstairs. Now, the last time that we were here, I really did focus a lot on the downstairs. So in this video, we're going to kind of give it a quick once over, and then we're going to head upstairs and we're going to concentrate a little bit more upstairs. Here I'm seeing a little, very vintagey, mid-century-ish art glass tree. Obviously, it does have an iridized effect to it. It was only $12. I think that was very fair, but it really wasn't speaking to me, I guess. And there is, truth be told, there is resale value on that at the $12, but it just wasn't one of those things that I was quote unquote feeling picking up. I know a lot of people would question, well, but don't you want to get the stuff that is going to sell and make you money? And the answer is yes, of course. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that I could make money on here, but I can't buy it all, and I can't buy it all at once. That is why I often will go back to different stores, because maybe there'll be something that's just really weighing on my head, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get that if it's still there, and I do pick it up at a later date. I know that may seem odd, but that's just the way my brain works, or doesn't work. Have at it. Now, this I was having a hard time picking up on the camera. It is a beautiful, very free form style to it. Now, I didn't elect to get it. It does have Bullacante, so it does have the controlled bubble. It did look pretty even throughout the piece. I didn't pick it up because the color scheme really wasn't all that unique. Now, here we do have another piece of art glass. This one does have his sticker on it. It is obviously Murano glass. He is a clown, obviously, and he does have the tutti frutti throughout his body. The really nice thing about him is that pretty much all of the pieces that you are seeing, the hat, the hair, the nose, his bow tie, his buttons, those are all applied. So they were separate pieces. Now at 38, I probably wouldn't have normally picked him up because it is a little high. However, the vendor was having a sale and it was an additional 30% off. So I did elect to go ahead and get him at that price. And I thought, well, what else do you have in here? Since we've got a sale going on, let's check it out. So I do go back to the curio cabinet here where I did find the Murano art glass clown, and we do have some glass pieces in here. One of the first things that catches my eye is, yes, the dove basket here. There are two, obviously, birds on it, doves. This isn't like a blush. It's not an amber. It's not a pink. It was only $5, and I was like, what? Plus 30% off. Unfortunately, and I'm looking for chips or cracks. There was a chip on it. Oh, I can see it right there. Do you see it? I actually didn't see it in real life. So I did sell it as is. It did sell. There was resale value on it. It would have obviously been more of a value had that chip not been there. Now, I was looking at this handkerchief style bowl, but the minute I touched it, I could tell it wasn't of the highest quality. It was very thin and not in a quality kind of thin, but in a less expensive kind of thin glass. Here we do have a Lazzoni, or as I've come to find out, thank you very much, that it says made or manufactured in Murano. It is a two-tone vase, obviously a pink and a blue. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think that you get three looks out of this. You can face the blue forward, you can put it with the blue and pink, or you can turn it and have just the pink showing. And at $8 plus 30% off, this was a no-brainer. I definitely picked that up. And that is something that I do consider to be a thrift store price. You know, $8 plus what is that? Eight, so 240 off. Is that right? Yeah, I believe so. These I absolutely love. This is kind of a regret. I'm not going to lie, especially with a 30% off. It was $80 for the set. They were absolutely beautiful, very Hollywood Regency style, or you could argue an Art Nouveau. I am leaning a little more towards the Regency than Art Nouveau. I think it would be more organic looking if I were to say that it was the Nouveau style. And here we've got some beautiful, again, more beautiful perfume bottles. These actually are in a separate vendor's booth. This one was really interesting, the one that I'm pointing at here, because it is double beveled, meaning you can lay it on its back as it is here, or you can, in fact, you can kind of see it's flat there on the bottom, stand it up. That was lovely. That other one, we had a little Mille Fiore action going on in there. And I love these cut beveled perfume bottles. I think they're very elegant. Again, you all know that I am a fan of clear glass, and I've got to say throughout the store, there's just a lot of great lighting that is just, it's great for videoing. Things really do kind of look magical, and I think this is one of those instances. And it just does go to show that, clear glass, it is timeless, it's elegant, it's going to go with any home decor. It's never going to go out of fashion. Now, this is something that I did decide to go ahead and pick up for myself. It was a set of 5 Masters of the Universe books. It was only $6. Again, the fact that I got 5 for 6, I was very excited. That is, again, another thrift store price. Now we are headed upstairs, and I do want to let you know that those Masters of the Universe books can go for about $30 to $35 each. So that was a tremendous score. I am giving you a quick overview, and keep in mind that this is only one half of the downstairs. We are headed now, as you see, upstairs. This is a beautiful, now I do believe this is Chinese. It does have shell. It's not inlay. It was priced at $650, which I think was pretty fair. But there I'm trying to get you the detail so that you are seeing that it's carved shell and then it is applied to the black lacquer. The gold detailing for the leaves, that is painted on. However, the branches, again, that is shell. I thought it was elegant. I think it's very mid-century. Obviously, Asian culture was very much in vogue at one time in home decor. It's kind of fallen out of fashion, which is unfortunate because I think that there's some absolutely beautiful pieces. We got a little box set of ornaments, and then I did see, yep, we did see a rotating tree stand. Now, I do believe that this would have been made more for an aluminum tree than a real tree. I wanted to see if it would actually work. However, it wasn't plugged in. I do think that you could probably get, it's plastic and it obviously is gold glitter. I do think that you could get a smaller tree in it. I just question, due to the weight, how good the motor would be. Now, I know some people have requested nesting dolls in the past, so I am keeping my eye out for them. This was a larger nesting doll set, as you can obviously tell, but at $79, I quite frankly do not know enough about nesting dolls to warrant spending that kind of money on them. So we did decide to go ahead and leave her behind. Now there is a piece that caught my eye, and it is this mantle clock here. It's very much almost like a oh nuts. Now I can't think of it. Oh, what is that word? Cloisonne. I had to stop the video for like 3 minutes before I could think of that word. Now here we do have a Yadro. This is a tree topper, in fact. She is absolutely beautiful. I love the simplicity. I love the elongated lines of the Yadro pieces. Some are very desirable, some are not as desirable. This has kind of got its toe on the line so far as vintage. She's elegant, she's beautiful. It makes an amazing figural piece. At $77, there is a little bit of reseller value on that as a collector. That is a fantastic price to get. But there just wasn't enough profitability for me to warrant wanting to take that $77 risk. Though she was extraordinarily elegant, I will say. I did like her personally speaking. So again, we're going to concentrate a little bit more upstairs. There's quite a bit to see. Now, this is a mixture of both new and vintage inspired. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I'm not going to go in there," but then I'm like, no, you should. Because again, you just never know. There could be that one thing, and that one thing could have made that, that 30-second look well worth it. Now, here we do have obviously some Roseville. I absolutely love this taller vase. It's beautiful, though I will say I don't typically decorate with blues. I do like this smaller bowl here in the lily or lily pad. I'm not very familiar with the Roseville patterns, but that was nice. Now, you do see this small little Majolica picture here that I do love. I will say that. Alrighty, guys, up next, we do find some blue lucite candle holders. Now, they're obviously not real silver, of course. It's just made to look like silver. They were priced at $6 for the set, and they had them labeled as glass. And I was like, are they not? No, they are lucite. I think I'm going to go ahead and hold on to these until I can find some candles to go with them and then sell them as a full set. Now here, we do have the Acme Pixie, and you did see the stamp there, and there is another one right behind it here. These are absolutely adorable. These are often labeled as Cricket Pixies. You've seen me pick one up before, not as expensive, very fair for a collector, but I did elect at that price point to leave them there behind. Here we have a paint by number. It is Alice in Wonderland. I think it is more in line with the actual storybook than kind of like the Disney movies. Now, again, it was priced for a collector, and underneath that, holding it up, was this gorgeous aqua glass. And I do believe this is either, I don't know, the pattern is looking more Westmoreland to me, though it could be Indiana glass, if I'm not mistaken. In this vendor's booth, there's a lot of great it's a great mixture. You're seeing mid-century, you're seeing the kitsch, you're seeing some cobalt blue glass, and we are seeing Luke Skywalker. Luke, I am not your father. I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of tempted by him. It is made by Kenner. I absolutely loved him. He was cute. Unfortunately, without a shirt, I didn't want to know how much just buying a shirt for a vintage Luke doll would be. Now, these caught my eye, more specifically, the bottle brush caught my eye, and then it turns out, oh, yep, they are newer. Now, it is still a bottle brush tree, but I will say this is that on a lot of the reproduction stuff, the quality is not the same. They're a lot softer, the bristles aren't as firm, and they have a tendency to kind of collapse and get crushed in a lot easier. So I typically do pass on the modern or reproduction bottle brush trees, wreaths, anything bottle brush. Though I will say Target's bottle brush trees, those do really well. Those actually are pretty decent, especially for the price point. I thought this was interesting. It is a obviously a popcorn. However, it is actually a native popcorn head. So I thought that was interesting. I've never seen one of those before. That's a little bit of a regret, not gonna lie. But we live, we live. So obviously, we're seeing a whole bunch of the utilitarian or the barware, very mid-century. We are seeing some regal aluminum pitcher here, and I think these are great. They are in overall really good condition, but the booth was really fun. Again, a lot of mid-century looks to it. Look at that. I don't know that cabinet, the display shelf there looks very 80s though to me. Now here we do have a little, again, another free form. This does have some Bollicante, though it is a little sporadic and something fell and I kind of freaked out. It was just a price tag. We do have a smooth bottom. And then I did notice that it does look like it got bumped. Something bumped it. That's actually it's a fracture. It's inside of the glass. So I kind of decided to pass on it, which was unfortunate because I think it was only $16, but perhaps that's why the vendor actually priced it so low. Again, we've got more of the utilitarian pieces, but then what caught my eye was this gorgeous mint milk glass vase. It obviously is in the diamond point. I absolutely loved it. It really, if it was in, I think like a plain milk glass, it obviously I probably wouldn't have even given it a second thought, but this mint color, I definitely wanted to pick it up. Now, I do not know the manufacturer, so if you are familiar with this manufacturer, please let me know down in the comments. And I was really trying to get a good read on the color, and I think it did come through very well. So definitely a good get, and I was very happy with that. Now, the same vendor also had this small collection of owls. Oh my gosh, aren't they amazing? Here, I thought this was just going to be like a highball glass. It was a candle, so I said no. However, I did find this three-piece owl tea set. They are all stamped Japan in excellent condition, and at $24, I thought that that was a steal. So I did decide to go ahead and pick up the owl tea set also. This was a really fun set, and I loved the pink and the black floral detailing to it. However, on the back there, along the ice catcher, there was a split, or pardon me, there was a like a hairline crack running through the glass. So I did decide to leave that one behind. But again, just a lot of really fun pieces. You know, it goes along with that whole vintage life, the whole vintage style. There's some great high end, super high quality kind of stuff that was made to last, and things that just aren't manufactured as the same as they were last year. So a lot of the vintage stuff doesn't have to be just something that sits on a curio cabinet or on a shelf, but can actually be used in your real life every day. Now, it says Gluck Gluck. They are three. Now, I do believe they are Polish or Polish. I think so. I could be wrong. I loved the shape of these. I actually thought of getting these for a Christmas gift, but I did decline on those. Now, I do love these Pendulum Lights. They were $125. I absolutely love this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I really wanted to get these. I'm not going to lie to you. I think they are absolutely amazing. I think having both of them in like an entry wall, this is the hall tree, but having those hang in an entryway, oh my goodness. I think those are beautiful. I was kind of trying to see, are they plug-in? Are they wired? It does turn out to be that they were wired. So I did leave them behind. Oh, that's sad. I think that they're absolutely beautiful. Now, this one here, this one does plug in, as a matter of fact. It is not lead glass. It is actually an acrylic. It is still plastic, though I will say I absolutely love the coloring on this. It's lightweight. It could go in just about any room, especially if you loved, again, that mid-century look. I think it's great. The colors are fantastic. And it was only $85, keeping in mind the vendor is having a sale currently. We're going to check that sale out here in just a second. So this, again, we've got some larger pieces, a lot of lights, which I definitely appreciate. You get a little bit more of the mantiques here, which is great. Look at this, this ashtray, this pink and gold, of course, because why not? Oh my goodness. And again, gift certificates are available, folks. Here we've got a wonderful, beautiful example of, again, a Majolica glaze. I absolutely love it. Though the coloring is a little bit muddled for me, I do prefer them to be a bit more crisp. Again, it's kind of reminiscent of the float blue. That's not my big thing. I prefer, like, again, it's more like keeping the colors in the line. Does have a tendency to drive the value, or the collectability, I should say, up on the Majolica. This was super mid-century. It was obviously a three bud vase with glass flowers, mind you. These were made in Japan, and one of the flowers does in fact have a Japan sticker on it, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, some of the flowers there, you can see the pink. It is broken. Alrighty, guys, and that's going to be it. And we're going to wrap it up outside. Oh, how I love Plains Antique Mall. Yes, I do. I love it so much. Al, Donna, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It's amazing. I love it. Love it. 10 out of 10. I recommend it. Wilkes-Barre, make sure that you come here if you can. You're not going to regret it. You guys, it's just the tip of the iceberg. I wish I could show you the entirety. It would take hours, and it is well worth the drive. So plan to make a day of it. Hit it up. Come here. Great people. You're not going to regret it. Always amazing time. Oh, I got the lights! Yes! And the Masters of the Universe books. I'm very excited. Alrighty, guys. So until next time, remember, keep it rusty, crusty, and dusty. Bye, guys.